Our state budget debate goes beyond dollars and cents these days and into policy. And as those arguments continue, concerns are being raised by some people and that there are items that don't even play into the dollar amount being discussed in Madison.
Now, last night we told you about the driver card plan that aims to get more people driving legally in the state. Tonight, Fox 11's Mark Leland has balanced coverage of a plan that involves even more criticism.
A state provision to allow illegal immigrants to get driver cards to allow them to drive legally in the state is part of the budget bill that looks to be on its way to passage.
It's in the budget, doesn't belong there, but the votes will be there to pass it.
State Senator Alan Lissay doesn't support the driver card plan, but is resigned to the fact it will become law since Democrats control the legislature. But he says, let's go one step further.
At some point, we need to make sure that if you have an identification card, you certainly have some form of liability coverage, either by your employer or by yourself.
Such coverage might have helped a Green Bay woman who called Fox 11 to voice her concern about the driver card. She says she was broadsided in this East Side intersection earlier this year by an unlicensed, uninsured immigrant.
They went through a stop sign, no insurance. They didn't even have their own car. The police cited them, and we haven't heard any more. I had to pay my own deductible.
An unlicensed immigrant we spoke with feels the roads would be safer for all with the new provisions outlined.
We are here too, and we want to respect any rules, any laws,
Proponents are pushing safety as a big issue in the driver card plan. First of all, in order to get a driver card, you'd have to take the same road test that everyone does to get a driver's license. And second, with a driver card, you'd be allowed to buy insurance. The problem is, in Wisconsin, no insurance is required. And there's another provision worked into the budget bill that would raise the minimum amount of liability insurance required if you did buy coverage.
It's contradictory.
State Farm insurance agent John Allen says he's against the higher minimum coverage, but requiring the coverage won't work either.
In other states where they do require it, they don't have any better success of getting people to buy insurance than we do in Wisconsin. It's about the same percentage of people that are going without insurance from one state to the next.
We are actually taking proactive steps to try to get in front of this problem. And you don't always see that. And I think that this is something that in the long run is going to be beneficial to consumers around the state.
I think there's some bugs that have to be worked out yet.
And yet both the driver card and higher minimum insurance requirements look well on their way to becoming the latest rules of the road. In Green Bay, Mark Leland, Fox 11 News.
Now, the provisions will be up for debate when the budget bill goes up for review. That'll happen next week in the Assembly.